Millers unite to fortify, to nourish lives that malnutrition die. No more hunger, no more pain. Healthy lives will sustain from fields of gold to every place. Ethiopia's future we elevate. Wheat and oil enriched with care. Vitamins and minerals everywhere. A billion lives we aim to be. A brighter world is what we need. No more blindness, no child left out, no school dropouts, let the children shout. Healthy families, societies thrive, and fortified food we come alive. Together we stand with hearts so true, a historic day, a dream anew. Millers for nutrition, the journey starts, building health with united hearts. Healthy children, a nation strong, together we sing this hopeful song. Ethiopia rises, the world takes note, Millers for nutrition, our heartfelt vote. Today we rise, a nation proud, with a vicious song, our voice is loud. Millers unite, to fortify, to nourish lives that malnutrition die. No more hunger, no. Health with united hearts. Healthy children, a nation strong. Together we sing this hopeful song. Ethiopia rises, the world takes note. Millers for nutrition, our heartfelt Today we rise, a nation proud, with a mission strong, our voice is loud. Millers unite, to fortify, to nourish lives that malnutrition die. No more hunger, no more pain. Healthy lives will sustain, from fields of gold to every plate. Ethiopia's future we elevate. Wheat and oil enriched with care. Vitamins and minerals everywhere. A billion lives we aim to be. A brighter world is what we need. Blindness, no child left out, no school dropouts, let the children shout. Healthy families, societies thrive, and fortified food we come alive. Together we stand with hearts so true, a historic day, a dream anew. Millers for nutrition, the journey starts, building health with united hearts. Healthy children, a nation strong. Together we sing this hopeful song. Ethiopia rises, the world takes note. Millers for nutrition, our heartfelt votes. No more hunger, no more pain. Healthy lives will sustain. From fields of gold to every plate. Ethiopia's future we elevate. Wheat and oil enriched with care. Vitamins and minerals everywhere. A brighter world is what we need. Today we rise, a nation proud, with a mission strong, our voices loud. Millers unite, to fortify, to nourish lives that malnutrition die. No more hunger, no more pain, healthy lives will sustain. From fields of gold to every plate, Ethiopia's future we elevate. Wheat and oil enriched with care, vitamins and minerals everywhere. A billion lives we aim to feed, a brighter world is what we need. No more blindness, no child left out. No school dropouts, let the children shout. Healthy families, societies thrive. With fortified food we come alive. Together we stand with hearts so true. A historic day. Today we rise, a nation proud, with the mission strong, our voices loud. Millers unite, to fortify, to nourish lives that malnutrition die. No more hunger, no more pain, healthy lives will sustain. From fields of gold to every plate, Ethiopia's future we elevate. Wheat and oil enriched with care, vitamins and minerals everywhere. A billion lives we aim to feed, a brighter world is what we need. No more blindness, no child left out, no school dropouts, let the children shout. Healthy families, societies thrive. With fortified food we come alive. Together we stand with hearts so true. A historic day, a dream anew. Millers for nutrition, the journey starts. Building health with united hearts. Healthy children, a nation strong. Together we sing this hopeful song. Ethiopia rises, the world takes note. Millers for nutrition, our heartfelt votes. No more hunger, no more pain. Healthy lives will sustain. From fields of gold to every plate. Ethiopia's future we nation proud. With a mission strong, our voices loud. Millers unite to fortify, to nourish lives that malnutrition die. No more hunger, no more pain. Healthy lives will sustain. From fields of gold to every plate, Ethiopia's future we elevate. Wheat and oil enriched with care, vitamins and minerals everywhere. A billion lives we aim to feed. A brighter world is what we need. No more blindness, no child left out. No school dropouts, let the children shout. Healthy families, societies thrive. With fortified food we come alive. Together we stand with hearts so true. A historic day, a dream anew. Millets for nutrition, the journey starts. Building health with united hearts. Healthy children, a nation strong. Together we sing this hopeful song. Ethiopia rises, the world takes note. Millets for nutrition, our heartfelt rise, a nation proud with the mission strong. Our voice is loud. Millers unite to fortify, to nourish lives that malnutrition die. No more hunger, no more pain. Healthy lives will sustain from fields of gold to every plate. Ethiopia's future we elevate. Wheat and oil enriched with care. Vitamins and minerals everywhere. A billion lives we aim to feed. A brighter world is what we need. No more blindness, no child left out, no school dropouts, let the children shout. Healthy families, societies thrive, and fortified food we come alive. Together we stand with hearts so true, a historic day, a dream anew. Millers for nutrition, the journey starts, building health with united hearts. Healthy children, a nation strong, together we
government delegations, private sector, and development partners with us. Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to have you here in this launching program. It's an exciting event where we will be launching one of the most important initiatives in our journey to make sure that food fortification is going to the next level in Ethiopia. Engineer Bekkala Mokria, Director General of the Food and Beverage Industry Research and Development Center. Mr. Rezwan Yusuf Ali, Global Director for Millers for Nutrition. Ms. Maftehe Taddesa, Country Director for TechnoServe. Representatives from UNICEF, GAIN, Nutrition International, HOPE, and who has been very instrumental in supporting food fortification. Our strategic partners, including Sanko, BASF, DSM, Bulankemi, Bionalit, and Hexagon, and all development partners, private sector, and millers who are here invited. I welcome you to the official launch of Millers for Nutrition Initiative, the Ethiopian chapter. As you all know, Ethiopia has been moving forward in making sure that food fortification is implemented in Ethiopia, and we have endorsed a mandatory fortification of edible oil and wheat flour in June 2022. And we are here at the stage where we are seeking the moving forward agenda of this initiative. So without further ado, I would like to call upon the speech would be made. The first speech will be made by the TechnoServe Country Director, Maftehe Taddesa. She's also a regional leader. She'll give us a welcoming remark for all of you. So I'll call Maftehe to the stage.
Thank you, Abinat. እንደምን አደራችሁ? Good morning, everybody. Your Excellency, Engineer Bekkala Mokria, General Director of the Food and Beverage Industries Research and Development Center, distinguished guests, partners, colleagues, friends, all protocol observed. I think that's the one phrase I really like from the British, from the English phrase is that all protocols observed. So hopefully I won't be able to offend anyone here. I'm pleased to welcome you all to the launch of Millers for Nutrition Coalition Ethiopia, which represents a huge step forward in our shared commitment to build stronger, more inclusive, sustainable food systems that address malnutrition by improving access to fortified staple foods across Ethiopia. Today's event is a testament to the incredible power of collaboration, innovation, and determination in tackling some of the most pressing challenges of our time. TechnoServe is guided by a simple but profound principle that private enterprise has the potential to transform lives, creating lasting prosperity. Hence, we have so many private sector partners here. For over 55 years, in over 30 countries, we have seen this belief in action, helping millions of farmers, entrepreneurs, and businesses to thrive. Our mission is to fight poverty by helping people build regenerative farms, businesses, and markets that increase income. To realize this important mission, we focus on three key strategic pillars, namely high marginal culture, enterprise development, food processing, with a cross-cutting emphasis on youth and gender inclusive, creating inclusive and regenerative business, and digitization. In Ethiopia, TechnoServe has been operating since 2008. We have been supporting hundreds and thousands of farmers in coffee, honey, barley, horticulture, I think also in maize, to earn a better living. Supporting hundreds of food processors, some of you here, in your endeavor to fortify, to improve food safety and hygiene, and as well as in your endeavor to have a backward linkage with smallholder farmers. And lastly, and more recently, we've been working with a lot of youth in Addis to create hundreds of thousands of jobs in the circular economy. Our food processing work recognizes that food systems lie at the heart of human and environmental well-being. Yet, as we know, today's food system face immense challenge. They are failing to nourish all the people, support the livelihood equitably, and protect the natural environment. These issues are complex, very interrelated, interconnected, and very urgent. In response, TechnoServe believes that we must embrace a system thinking approach to transform the food system into engines of growth, equity, and sustainability. We aim to reimage food systems that are inclusive and prosperous, creating economic opportunities for millions of people whose livelihoods depend on it, regenerative, restoring soils, safeguarding biodiversity, and building resilience against climate change, and I think finally also nutritious and safe, ensuring access to the food and the resources necessary for healthy and prosperous communities. Millers for Nutrition Coalition. This coalition is an important component of our food system strategy. We aim to engage and support local wheat, maize, and edible oil millers across 8 countries, including Ethiopia, of course. And at the core of our mission, millers serve as our indispensable champions, driving forward our collective goal of ensuring increased consumer access to products fortified with essential vitamins and minerals. By supporting and celebrating millers in their efforts, the coalition ensures we effectively harness diverse resources and expertise for comprehensive impact. None of this would be possible without the active engagement of all of you, our partners, our leaders, and our change makers. Your insights, your ideas, and your expertise are invaluable as we embark on this journey. Together we can create a future where food systems nourish people, sustain livelihood, and protect the environment. And I would like to thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for your commitment to this vital cause. And I call upon all of us to this opportunity to make a lasting impact and change lives. Thank you.
Much Meftehe for such an inspirational welcoming speech. She highlighted the importance of partnership, food systems, and circular economy, and for all of us to join hands to make sure that nutritious and healthy population is created. The next will be Rezwan. He will be taking us through the partners also, and he will make a speech first, and then he will take us to the partners.
So, members of the government, representatives of the government, esteemed development partners, and our strategic fortification partners, leaders of the food processing sector, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Like Mefte, please allow me to stand on existing protocol. I'll attempt this. Tena Istelin, good morning. Did I say it right? Okay, good. It's a learning journey. So it's both an honor and a privilege for me to stand before you today as we launch the Millers for Nutrition in Ethiopia. This is an initiative that unites government, development partners, and the food processing sector to build a healthier, more resilient nation. This moment marks a decisive step forward in our collective efforts to make nutritious, affordable, fortified foods accessible to all Ethiopians. Ethiopia is a nation of resilience and of tremendous potential. Yet we face pressing challenges. Rising food prices are straining families and limiting dietary diversity, while micronutrient deficiencies, often referred to as hidden hunger, affect millions of lives. These deficiencies quietly weaken communities, hinder productivity, and compromise the future of countless children. Addressing these challenges is not optional. It is essential for our national progress. The Ethiopian government's National Food Fortification Program is a bold and necessary response by mandating the fortification of wheat flour, edible oil, and salt. The government is taking decisive action to combat micronutrient deficiencies. This strategy ensures that even the most affordable foods contribute to better health, clawing back nutritional value lost to economic pressures and helping restore dietary quality for all. Millers for Nutrition is therefore proud to align with this vision. Our program places the food processing sector at the heart of this initiative, recognizing the vital role you as industry leaders play in ensuring that fortified foods reach Ethiopian households. Together we aim to provide practical support and foster partnerships that will make fortification a seamless, sustainable, and impactful strategy. Through technical assistance, industry-focused training, and access to key resources, we aim to equip the food processors to integrate fortification effectively into their operations. At the same time, we are working to strengthen collaboration between government development partners and the private sector, creating an enabling environment that supports everyone's success. An important element of this mission is consumer awareness. The food processing sector has an incredible opportunity to leverage its marketing expertise and resources to highlight the value of fortified foods by connecting with Ethiopian families and demonstrating how fortification enhances your products. You can build trust and encourage the adoption of fortified foods as a smart, affordable choice for better health. To the government leaders here today, we commend your vision and urge continued support through streamlined regulations, infrastructure investments, and incentives that encourage innovation. To our strategic fortification partners and development agencies, your expertise and resources are essential in making fortification scalable and impactful. To the food processors, our partners and champions in this initiative, this is your opportunity to lead. By embracing fortification, you contribute to national development, strengthen your businesses, and take a stand for the health of your communities. Fortification is not just about adding nutrients. It is about creating value for consumers, families, and the future of this country. Let today mark the start of that transformative journey. Together, we can ensure that nutritious foods are within reach of every Ethiopian household, overcoming the barriers of cost, dietary diversity, and building a brighter, stronger future for our nation. Amasaganalavu. Thank you. I want to also highlight that this Millers for Nutrition is not an initiative by one single agency. We are a coalition. And we are very grateful for the support of some key partners that are releasing their resources and investing their capacity into making this reality. So to help us with this launch, I'm going to call on our founding strategic fortification partners on stage. This time around, I'm not going to do it in any particular order. We have tried alphabetical, we've tried it by height, by weight, everything. So I'm just going to go by what's printed on my sheet. And I would like to first call upon Felix. If you want to come up from Sanku, who Many of you know Felix. He's been around, spends a lot of time here to come in and say a few words. And Felix, after each partner, when you say your words, please stay on stage.
Thank you, Riz. I think you actually did it by height. Yeah. Very proud to be here today to represent Sanku. Very proud to be a founding member of Millers for Nutrition. And very happy to talk about what we've seen over the last year as far as an update on the status of fortification in Ethiopia. The biggest thing is the box of a law being passed has been checked. We now have premix and dosifiers in country sold in local currencies to millers. That was a big hurdle that's been achieved. The demand is there. We estimate there's about 100 millers, we're talking about flour millers, that have a dosifier, either through Buehler or a Chinese dosifier, and now Sanku dosifiers. And very happy to officially announce through USAID and Transforming Agriculture, their support of Sanku will add another 120 dosifiers in the coming months to flour millers. So that takes us over 200 millers enabled. That's over 50% of the market with the tools to do the job. Again, premix sold in local currency. But all of these good efforts, I believe, will be undone unless this industry is enforced. I think the industry is ready now to be enforced. Millers are calling us every single day saying, we want to fortify, but why should I fortify if my neighbor to the right, my neighbor to the left isn't fortifying? So the government's ability to enforce, I think, is the final critical factor here. And not only enforcing mills, not only enforcing shops that sell fortified products, but most importantly, enforcing the ports. Not allowing substandard premix to enter the marketplace. And let's call it what it is. If a product enters the marketplace and robs us of the opportunity to improve a life and save a life, that product is counterfeit. So we have to start using that language and enforce ourselves, and the government enforce all products coming into the country. Now you could easily walk into this room and say this is a room full of competitors, but this is Millers for Nutrition. Yes, there's vendors, multiple vendors selling premix, competing in the marketplace, multiple millers selling their products, competing in the marketplace, NGOs arguably competing for a finite amount of donor funding. But the only competitor we have, the only competition we have is malnutrition. And collectively, we can address that. And there's a sense of urgency. Remember, 740 children will die today from preventable sickness and illness unless we address this issue. We talk about fortification for 2.5 years. It's time to enforce. The time is now. So Sanku is up for this challenge with all the partners to address this issue and achieve this common vision to guarantee that every meal, especially for every mother and child, contains life-saving nutrients forever. That is the Sanku promise. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Felix. The only competition we have is malnutrition. Remember that. I'd like to call upon my dear friend, Peter Wathigo. I don't know if you want to come up with Rishan, you can, from DSM Firmenich, who's also one of our esteemed partners. Please come in and say a few words.
Standing here on all protocols mentioned before, observed, good morning. My name is Peter Wathigo, and I am representing DSM Firmenich, a partner in the Millers for Nutrition Forum. And I am really honored to represent DSM Firmenich as a strategic fortification partner in the lead for the rice fortification workstream, but also the supplier and technical resource across all three of the priority staple food vehicles and beyond. This includes vitamin A for the edible oils, vitamin premixes for the staple foods, basically the flours, wheat and maize, and also currently rice, which is now a major food that is onboarding the fortification table. We are deeply committed to the Millers for Nutrition initiative and wholeheartedly believe that raising millers and miller associations at the heart of our efforts is crucial to eliminating hidden hunger and addressing micronutrient deficiencies. Being part of this initiative, we underline the vital role of a nationwide and regional collaboration in promoting food fortification, enhancing nutritional standards, and ensuring access to high-quality foods. We stress and we insist that the core of this initiative is the development of a level playing field. And this was mentioned here earlier by somebody else. We support and recognize that all stakeholders and millers at large, all attending this launch, are committed to quality and compliant to large-scale food fortification, as that is key to a true public health impact. From a DSM Firmenich perspective, we believe quality is key. So quality vitamins and vitamin minerals that meet the set standards are for us indeed a key initiative. As a result, therefore, we feel very, very privileged to stand here today to celebrate millers and the business for impact today and going forward. We are committed to this cause, and together we are all champions of food fortification. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. If I may call upon our partner from BASF, Diana Wairimu. I think she's there. Oh, there she is. Also a dear friend and city mate.
Good morning, everyone. For me, it's a pleasure to be here. And why it's such a big pleasure to be in Ethiopia is because, thank you so much. And why it's a pleasure to be here in Ethiopia is because I get to enjoy the authentic dorowot, which is one of my favorite meals. Yeah, and nowadays, I am even more pleased because I know that the oil that has been used to cook the dorowot is fortified with vitamin A. So without much other ado, then I will read our speech from BASF. Dear ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to stand before you here today to deliberate the matters that has a very important, of much importance to health in our society. At BASF, we create chemistry for a sustainable future. At the food fortification team, we believe that food fortification is an investment to the future of not only the people of Ethiopia, but globally. In the past 20 years, we have actively engaged in food fortification projects and activities across the globe. And this we've done as a front runner of vitamin producers. As a strategic fortification partner and a founding partner of the Millers for Nutrition Coalition, we are committed to supporting millers to tackle food fortification challenges. And how are we going to show our commitment? We are going to do this by providing quality vitamin A for edible oil fortification. And also, we are going to support in technical and commercial support and training. This is the commitment we give as BASF. Food fortification is a complex yet cost-effective tool to reduce micronutrient deficiency. It requires many stakeholders to come together and address this important issue. Through Millers for Nutrition Coalition, we are committed to putting millers at the center of the coalition and providing tailor-made technical assistance and our know-how in food fortification with staple foods. Together with our ecosystem partners, we hope to enable the miller to better fortify and have good practices to maximize the social impact of food fortification. Today marks the beginning of the Millers for Nutrition journey in Ethiopia. We are looking forward to supporting you, the Millers, in the next upcoming months and years, and to deliver a positive public health impact to the food fortification practices. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank you so much, Diana. Next, I'll call upon our representatives. We have two representatives from Mühlenkemi Stern Viviol, David Nolte and Elal Tamirat. But I suppose, David, you're going to make the remarks, or both, doesn't matter.
Thank you, Riz. Yeah, my name is David Nolte. I've been working with Mühlenkemi for almost like 20 years now. Mühlenkemi has been a partner of the milling industry for 100 years now. We're also present on the African market for many decades. And I'm a miller myself, actually. And I know how much the milling industry is making sure that the population is getting their daily bread and that they can enjoy a safe and nutritious food. So helping millers with the quality of their flour for 100 years now is also our special honor and privilege to also contribute to the nutrition side of flour. And we very much enjoy to be part of the Millers for Nutrition program, which is finally also giving some honor and showing some respect for the work that the millers are doing for their society and for the population in general. Yeah, we have started actually to be closer to our customers also. In 2021, we founded in East Africa a technical center in Nairobi. So if there are other having questions or lead assistance regarding flour quality and also premixes and fortification in general, you're always welcome to reach out to us. And with that, I'd like to give over to our local representative, Hilal, so that she can give some words.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Hilal. I'm based here in Addis. I'm the local representative for Mühlenkemi. So if the millers have any needs or any assistance they need, I'm here locally and I'll be able to give you all the necessary assistance that you need. Also, I would like to add that we provide quality premix, and we've also been in the market with other products for some time now in Ethiopia. So most of the millers are already familiar with our products, and we have also given trainings, different assistance on other, for example, in the pasta industry as well. So I think we're well known in the industry. So also on the fortification side, we'll be able to assist on any technical issues that the companies will have, and also provide quality premixes. So I would just like to add that. Thank you.
Thank you, Alal and David. Next, I have a dear friend from Hexagon, our partners in Asia, Dr. Madhav Joshi. He's going to come up, and Rahul is there with him. You want to just wave to the crowd. But you can, just one of you can make the comments, yeah.
Excellencies, senior members of M4N, and my strategic fortification partner. You are a founder member, I'm a regional strategic fortification partner. So pleasure to be here And I have established some contact with the millers in the tea break, and I'm going to extend that to in the lunchtime also. So what is Hexagon? Because when you say Hexagon, people wait for a minute. Hexagon is a 31-year-old company. We have around 4 factories, 3 in India and 1 in Uzbekistan. We have a accredited testing lab, enable accredited testing lab, which is the highest standard which has been set up in India. And our business is basically nourishing healthy lives in India and globally. So, and to reduce malnutrition and hunger pangs. So accordingly, we have established our business. We have 3 verticals: micronutrient premixes. There are 2 verticals, sub-verticals in there, where do staple premixes like wheat flour, rice, oil, milk, salt, cassava flour, as well as sugar. We do that. And we have around 20 to 25 segmented customized premixes we supply to FMCG companies. Then we have therapeutic products like RUTF and RUSF, which we work with UNICEF, as well as we work with WFP and GAIN. And we have clinical nutrition products, which basically are supplied in hospitals. So we have partnered with WFP, PFSCM, UNICEF, GAIN, and so many. And now we are in partnering with Technoserve as well as Millers for Nutrition. We are working very closely with M4N team in India, and we keep on solving the queries of wheat flour millers. In addition, Hexagon is committed to support the mission of M4N. I like to highlight one very important point here. In India, Hexagon has made a contribution in establishment of Center of Excellence for Food Fortification at NIFTM. And NIFTM is nothing but National Institute of Food Technologies and Entrepreneurship Management. And it is well recognized by Government of India. We have supplied pilot scale fortification equipments there for wheat, flour, and oil. We have trained their technical staff. So far, the center has trained 4,500 industry partners. And what we are looking at is whatever clinical trials what we had, or what you say is impact study, we generally give it to our M4N team in India, because our managing director with food fortification initiative in 2011, we have published a paper saying that impact of fortification organoleptic properties. We have just mailed it to M4N team. That will be useful to them. And what we are looking at with M4N is Hexagon, M4N, and NIFTM. If they can work together, we can develop standards of fortification in India as well as globally. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madhav. We have one of our partners who's unable to travel and has a video which we'd like to cue on screen, please. And that is Bionelud.
Hello, everyone. In communities. As a strategic partners in the Millers for Nutrition Coalition, we focus on equipping millers with the tools and knowledge they need to ensure their fortified products meet nutritional standards. Our iCheck devices, portable and user-friendly tools such as iCheck Iron and iCheck Chroma, allow millers to test macronutrient levels directly at production sites. These quick and accurate tests ensure the quality and compliance of fortified foods in real time. But we do not stop at devices. We also provide comprehensive training and technical support. This includes guidance on setting up internal quality control systems, sampling and testing methods, and interpreting results to maintain consistent fortification quality. By empowering millers with these capabilities, we help build their confidence in delivering nutritious, high-quality staples. If you'd like to learn more how Bionelud can support your work, Visit our website or reach out through our partners at Millers for Nutrition. Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Our partners have to commit a dedication to food fortification and release resources and effort in promoting what is good around this in the program. So we thank you once again. I can't value what you do for us every day. To also access all this support, you can join as Millers. You can join and register in millersfornutrition.com. So it's www.millersfornutrition.com. We encourage you to join that site. Once you join it, it gives us a link. You can request technical assistance through that. Program officers will get in touch with you to understand that and link you with the right kind of support that you need. And we'll, through that, we'll grow this coalition. So thank you again once, all of you. Yeah. Thank you. Next, I think, to explain the program better, and probably none of us do real justice to it, but a picture says 1,000 words. So we have a short video that explains Millers for Nutrition. Edward's going to cue that on screen while I walk off.
can say we have reached some very critical steps. So I'll call upon Stanley Chituke. He is representing UNICEF and has been also very instrumental in nutrition agenda in Ethiopia. It is my honor to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. Good afternoon, colleagues. Let me first start by recognizing Ato Bekele, who is here from Ministry of Industry, is Director of Food, Beverage and Research Institute in the Ministry of Industry. I also recognize our senior colleagues from TechnoServe. Also Mr. Fred from Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the directors of organizations who are here, senior officials, colleagues from UN. I want to take this opportunity to also add my words to the congratulations that have already been made to TechnoServe and partners for launching these Millers for Nutrition for Ethiopia. I think that this would not have come at a much more opportune time. I think the National Food Fortification Program has been launched. Also, the mandatory fortification standards have been established for edible oil, for flour, and I think we are in the process of adaptation. We have heard, I think, various speeches from private sector in view of some of the challenges that they are facing moving forward around executing these standards, making sure that there is adequate capacity to implement, that the strategies and the processes and the equipment are adequate. But we realize, I think, from the previous presenters that there is adequate support, a very good ecosystem of support, including to even buy the premix locally using local currencies. So that eliminates one of the challenges that was mentioned earlier concerning foreign currency. Having said that, I think at UNICEF we are also very much concerned about the very high levels of micronutrient deficiencies in the country, ranging from folic acid. We still have a lot of problems here. I think Ethiopia is one of the countries with high levels of folic acid deficiency, iron deficiency, anemia, vitamin A deficiency, and many others. In view of that, I just want also to reiterate the fact that Ethiopia has still a very large population of people living in the rural areas, and we still need to establish a way of how to reach them through these fortified foods. We may be able to do that with edible oil, but then we have to also identify other vehicles that can reach this large population. The second challenge, I think, generally is diet diversification among children who are 6 to 24 months, what we are calling child food poverty. Only 8% of children in the country are able to receive a diversified diet. This is still a big issue, a broader issue of food systems. And then the third point, as we talk about fortification today, I think the country grapples still with high levels of post-harvest loss, 50 to 60%. And I think it's good to position fortification within that discussion of post-harvest loss. Finally, I think a few weeks ago, UNIDO and FAO launched a very interesting World Summit where they were talking about agro-process. And it is very clear, I think, that in the continent, including in Ethiopia, we are still very much behind in terms of food processing. So I think as UNICEF, we want really to work with the government to support private sector, create an enabling environment for them to be able to play a much stronger role in food processing in order to make sure that we are able to achieve the SDG goal number 2, which is just 6 years ahead of us. So we don't have that much time. And I think the efforts being mentioned here of fortification help us, among other solutions, to accelerate our progress towards zero hunger in Ethiopia, towards reducing stunting, and all forms of malnutrition. With these few remarks, I want to thank you.
Thank you, Stanley. That's a very interesting speech. He summarized the holistic approach required for nutrition interventions and with emphasis on fortification. And yeah, thank you, Stanley, again. Our next speaker will be Wubet Girma from GAIN, the country director. GAIN has also been very instrumental in moving food fortification agenda forward. I'll call upon Wubet to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think it's already afternoon. It's such a privilege to be here, addressing you all, representing my organization, GAIN. Let me start off by building and standing on all the protocols observed. Distinguished partners, guests, such an honor to be here. I do hope most of you have had an opportunity to collaborate with, work with, or at least hear about GAIN throughout your endeavor in nutrition space. But I would love to say a few words for those who are new to this platform. GAIN is a global alliance for improved nutrition. Is an organization that is driven by the mission towards healthier diets for all, especially the most vulnerable, and from sustainable food systems. We recognize that ending malnutrition is a collective responsibility, and our programs reflect the choices we have made to contribute to this goal. In Ethiopia, we focus primarily on enabling coherent food systems policies, enhancing value chains, and shifting demand for safer and healthier food. We pride ourselves in innovative and evidence-based approaches that lead to market-based solutions geared towards healthier diets for all, with a focus on those most vulnerable to malnutrition. And it is this ambition that has led us to continue engaging in and supporting the fortification agenda across several countries, Ethiopia included. And we are proud to have been part of this journey in Ethiopia, working closely with government and industries, providing technical assistance, looking at innovative ways of availing premix, as well as facilitating exchange of learning across different countries and organizations. And it is such an honor to be here today, post the launch of the national fortification standards and the ambition to enforce those specifically on wheat flour and edible oil, and be coming together with the different partners in terms of realizing this ambitious goal that we have to bring in the fortification approach, the large-scale food fortification approach, as one mechanism of looking at having more healthier diets for our communities. I would, however, like to use this opportunity to highlight a point that we were discussing over coffee with some of you, that the people who are in this room are the people who have been pushing for this agenda, which is great that we are coming together to move ahead, but we should always be looking at opportunities of bringing in other partners, looking at non-traditional ways of collaboration and partnership if we are to realize our ambitious large-scale food fortification plans and do so at scale across the country. So allow me to call on you all to look at new ways of partnerships, new ways of collaboration to make this a reality. Once again, thank you for the opportunity, and I congratulate all the partners here who have made this happen, and call upon stronger collaborations and new ways of working. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wubet. That's very interesting call for all of us. New ways of collaboration, non-traditional kind of collaboration, which is a great call. And also her market-based approach for malnutrition solution is also an interesting point she picked up. Our next speech will be from Nutrition International. Tringo Gabriel will be coming here, the country director. I am kind of deeply connected to Nutrition International because it's my mother organization. And I know it has been doing a lot of work. It's great to have you here, Tringo. The floor is yours.
Dear government officials, donor representatives, representatives from UN organizations, development partners, representatives from TechnoServe, partners of Millers for Nutrition program, the private sector representatives, good afternoon. It's a big honor and privilege to speak on this important event on behalf of Nutrition International. Thank you very much, TechnoServe, for creating this opportunity. I would like to start by congratulating Millers for Nutrition, program initiators and partners for this launching event. I just also would like to extend few words to explain about Nutrition International. Some of you may not know Nutrition International and what we are doing in the country. So it's also an opportunity to give you some insight about my organization. So Nutrition International is a global lead on nutrition in the fight against malnutrition, especially for the last 30 years. NIA has started its work in Ethiopia since 2015. And since then, we are contributing in the fight of hunger and malnutrition. And we work very closely with our government partner, mainly Ministry of Health, Ministry of Industry, Ministry of Education, and as well as others. And we consider ourselves as a government technical ally. We work in a life cycle approach where we intervene, in children under the age of 5. Our main starting point is as a micronutrient initiative, and we mainly intervene in the hidden hunger agenda. So Nutrition International is covering is mainly providing vitamin A globally, and covering also the national vitamin A provision. We also intervene in diarrhea management, where we made zinc with ORS, mainly to improve child survival. We also have adolescent health program where we provide the weekly iron folic acid supplementation. We have also maternal and newborn health, where we try to intervene in the maternal micronutrient malnutrition, where we provide iron and folic acid supplementation during the antenatal care time, as well as we intervene in the skilled birth attendant to prevent childhood anemia and child death. We also intervene in the universal salt iodization, and we provide also a lot of support in the large-scale food fortification program. Just to mention some of the supports that we provided, we have just recently provided a training to the Ministry of the Food and Drug Administration team on stepwise enforcement strategy. We also earlier provided incentive package for early food fortification implementers. We also provided support to National Food Fortification Strategic Action Plan, and we also provided training for PR and mass media on national policies, strategies, standards, and the role of media in following up the implementation of large-scale food fortification For Nutrition International, fortification is still will continue to be a strategic pillar intervention, and we will continue to contribute, especially for the large-scale food fortification program in Ethiopia, especially by supporting the government ministries and partners. We have also an innovative implementation research project where we are trying to double fortify salt with iodine and folic acid, because as it has been mentioned by earlier speakers, the deficiency of folic acid is really higher in Ethiopia. It's 8 times higher than other African countries, and it's a main precursor for neural tube defect, and many children are dying because of this problem. So to tackle this significant public health problem, with the generous support of the Gates Foundation, we are implementing this research project, and this will be completed soon. This will also add, to the fortification initiatives in the country. So before finishing, I would like to iterate our deep commitment to support and to contribute to the fortification initiatives in the country. And thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Trunko, for a great speech about summarizing what Nutrition International is doing, and also to reiterate the further activities that's planned by Nutrition International. And we have one additional speech before we go for a video show. We have a HOPE representative, Beza Haile, who has been very instrumental in advocating in food fortification. Beza Haile, please come to the stage. She has a more human, more close to human experiences, which really has been very instrumental in moving fortification agenda forward, and she has been a great power for all of us who have been working in fortification for the last many years. Good to have you here.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests and colleagues in nutrition. I would like to start by congratulating TechnoServe and Millers for Nutrition for this great launching event. I know many of you here are leaders in big institutions. And I know many of you every day deal with solving puzzles. And now today I want to bring a case of very small and the smallest puzzle of an institution, family. I would like you to imagine a man who's a husband of a woman holding her newborn, full of hope of their future. Now, imagine that same parents, weeks later, helpless, watching their baby suffer from preventable complications, weak, fragile, and unable to thrive. This is a heartbreaking reality for countless families in Ethiopia. Also to our HOPE SPH community, a community of more than 5,700 households across the country. Since the launch of the food fortification program in last August, We are in the process of making great strides. Yet, the truth is, we are not fast and we are not coordinated well. After the launch, we have lost more children to conditions tied to preventable micronutrient deficiencies. Lives that could have been saved. And these are not just statistics. These are sons, daughters, and dreams lost too soon. Micronutrient deficiencies are silent killers. They lead to devastating birth defects like spina bifida, hydrocephalus, as well as many developmental delays. Without fortified staples, our women and children remain vulnerable to malnutrition's harshest impacts. Hope SPH stands as a key stakeholder in the fight, working alongside the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Industry, with a growing collaboration with Ethiopian Food and Drug Authority and the Ethiopian Standards Agency. At Hope SPH, our commitment is steadfast, and we are proud to support partners in realizing the full potential of food fortification. After 5 years of leading Ethiopia's World Spina Bifida and Hydrocephalus events, we are concluding a month-long campaign by honoring millers, advancing food fortification, recognizing their efforts, and inspiring broader action. We will intensify similar initiatives in the years to come, but we cannot do this alone. This is a critical action for every organization, every stakeholder, every individual here today. We must unite to promote community behavioral change and scale up food fortification, collaborating with millers and fortifiers who are critical to this mission. Through joint efforts, we secure a healthier and stronger future for Ethiopia. Every day we delay, more children are born with preventable conditions. Every day more, mothers endure unimaginable loss. This cannot continue. Food fortification is not luxury. It is a lifeline. It is a promise that no child should suffer from something we have the knowledge and the tools to prevent. Together, with urgency and collaboration, we can turn this tide. Let us commit to build a future where no family suffers preventable heartbreak and no child is left behind. Thank you and wish us all the success in this journey. Thank you.
Can we please give her one additional applaud? This is the kind of message that we need that moves us. You know, this is the kind of message that really should make us work hard and, you know, create such kind of initiatives like Millers for Nutrition to solve these problems. I remember we had a session in 2014, and we were debating, and the debate was about micronutrient addition and not what to add and everything. But what happened was, one of the persons said, do you know by each year that we're delaying this standard, because then the standard was not enacted, we are killing a number of kids. And this is exactly what Beza has mentioned, and we are responsible for that. And our next session will be to just give you a video, to showcase a video which is on Champions Miller's video. This is a video we compiled just recently with our millers and private sector leaders. So we'll show that video and we'll come back for the official launch. Please.
My name is Bethel. I'm the country director for Faro Foundation in Ethiopia. A lot of our work, especially in Ethiopia, focuses around the agriculture sector. And we do a lot of work around improving productivity for smallholder farmers and also crop diversification. We are building a process-intensive work around the sourcing, and we plan to engage with a large number of smallholder farmers those crops from. So for that, improving their productivity and diversification of crop that they produce is very key. Not only to increase the yield, but the nutrition aspect of the crops that they grow. I think there's an opportunity for us to work with, especially around school feeding programs, because we do run boarding schools, and nutrition is a very important aspect. So doing that basically talks about potentially using fortified products in the meal plans. Specifically talking about vitamin N and vitamin D fortification, but also the folate and zinc fortification in some of the foods that we provide in our schools. A lot, actually, because the work to be done is also enormous, and I think you need all actors, organizations and programs such as Millers for Nutrition, organizations such as ourselves, and the government. So there is a role to play for every stakeholder across. But most importantly, I think focusing on the outcome. And what we want to achieve is very important as well, and that the end result is healthier citizens who are consuming nutritious and diversified diets.
My name is Muganele Mwakini. I'm owner of Wakini Food Complex and a former president of Ethiopian Millers Association. Our pregnant mothers are 1 out of 2 patient once they start their initiative in Ethiopia. I'm expecting to collaborate with them and they will learn a lot. So this is a must thing because, we have to learn a lot from them. We have to follow their, capacity, what they are doing for us. So we are expecting from them. Then the millers must collaborate.
My name is Mohammed Yusuf. I am the board chairman of the Ethiopian Edible Oil Industries Association. We have more than 60 members in our association, and they range from large scale to medium and small scale manufacturers. There are also refineries and crushers. We generally have many manufacturers ranging from small scale, like I said, to large and to medium and large. As a manufacturer associations in developed country Ethiopia, the problem is more severe than the other areas. So we believe that improving our nutrition and improving, having a better food and nutrition system is very critical. So we as the manufacturers are one of the main parties to implement this program. We are processors of edible oil, which is one of the most widely consumed products in the country, and it's very strategic to use these products to enable the society to access the necessary nutrients and fortifications required for the healthy lifestyle. So my advice for other edible oil processors and millers is that joining such programs will be very helpful in many ways. So getting the experience and the knowledge from those who entered the area years ago, and keeping up with the latest trends and technologies is very, very important and critical. So I don't think they should take any time to do so, and there is nothing to lose as well. In fact, there is a lot to gain from that, whether in corporate social responsibility or in other business opportunities. Now the world is coming to be selective in terms of quality and healthy products. So I think that will be beneficial for them in many ways, and I would urge them to join the program as soon as they can.
It's not possible without the investments and financial support of our donors. And I would like to call upon Fred from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, who have invested quite a lot of resources and funding, not only in Ethiopia, but globally on food fortification. Fred, as our primary sponsor for this, please come in and say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. And continuing with the theme of respecting the protocol that's already been observed, it's wonderful to be here today at this launch. I think we've excited to see everyone in the room, just the breadth of the overall fortification community within Ethiopia. And as others have mentioned too, this comes really at a critical time. With the recent national food fortification launch, the end of the grace period, but also during a period of continued nutritional vulnerability across the country. Large-scale food fortification is a core component of the nutrition portfolio of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, both globally as well as here in Ethiopia, where we've been supporting fortification for a number of years. From advocacy for mandatory fortification to strengthening the overall enabling environment, to standards as well as capacity within both the public and the private sector. For a long time globally, the development community approached fortification more from a regulatory and a policy lens, often engaging industry late in the process. And so industry was not always engaged in a spirit of collaboration, but one of obligation. But with any public-private partnership, that third P only happens when we work together from the start. So together we can build capacity, facilitate business-to-business relationships, to strengthen the supply chain, access, as well as investment in essential inputs, equipment, and tools. And this does not need to be delivered as a project per se, but rather nurtured and incentivized through global and country business strategies, relationships, and importantly, data. And there's a need for a level playing field where accountability doesn't just lie with industry and private sector complying, but as well as with the public sector to monitor, to enforce. And so fortification, public-private partnership is all about the partnership across the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Industry, the Ethiopian Food and Drug Authority, the Food and Beverage Industry Research and Development Center, the Institute for Ethiopian Standards and the Ethiopian Public Health Institute, the Food Fortification Alliance, as well as the industry associations, and of course, consumers as well as industries. And so we're grateful for TechnoServe to be launching Millers for Nutrition in Ethiopia, building off of the strong work that they've achieved through their industry-oriented approach of building buy-in, ownership, capacity, quality, and accountability. And this offers a different approach, one that TechnoServe is delivering across Africa and Asia, one built on partnership and coalition building, and one that also requires coordination. No single partner can meet all needs, especially given the size of the milling industry in Ethiopia. And I think that's also why this room is so full today. Only through collaboration, communication, joint planning, and action can we scale out large-scale food fortification across Ethiopia through industry, through our implementing partners, through our local experts, our premix partners, as well as the Ministry of Industry and the Food and Beverage Institute. And so we look forward to seeing the Millers for Nutrition Network continuing to grow in number and in capacity through TechnoServe's coordinated efforts. I also want to acknowledge the presence here today of the fortifying industries themselves. We're grateful for your partnership, your investment, and your dedication to improving nutrition in Ethiopia. It's been a long journey to get here, and it will continue to take time. And we recognize that there are challenges that we will need to continue to address collectively. Access to inputs is improving, but remains a critical need, and one that requires multiple platforms, multiple partners, multiple suppliers to meet. Through the efforts of DSM, BASF, Müllenchemie, Hexagon, Gain, Sanku, Pingle, TechnoServe, and others, access to premix and to equipment is improving. We also recognize the challenge around quality assurance and quality control for wheat flour, and will soon be supporting EPHI to validate a rapid qualitative test to confirm the presence of zinc in wheat flour. And at the Gates Foundation, we're also committed to the role of research and innovation. Research and innovation is at the heart of this zinc testing work that I just mentioned. We're also working with EPHI, Nutrition International, UC Davis, and the salt industry to develop double fortified salt with iodine and folic acid to address the very high levels of folate deficiency that Stanley referenced. And I mention this because R&D is not just the domain of researchers and academics, but it's core to the food industry's DNA. And I also mention this because we need to keep a long-term vision, not just where we are currently and what the current challenges are, but where we want to go over time, based on the micronutrient deficiency burden, based on food consumption patterns, based on the evolving country and global evidence base, as well as new innovations that come online following R&D by researchers and industry. And so the public-private partnership being fostered through Millers for Nutrition and all partners holds relevance and keeps fortification relevant over both the near and the long term. So I want to thank TechnoServe, I want to thank our fortification community, our fortifying industries for their support, for their collaboration, their dedication, and to deliver impact at scale in support of improved nutrition and health outcomes for all Ethiopians. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fred. So, first of all, I would like to thank you all for being so patient. I know we're running a little bit behind time. We'll have one final speaker. Unfortunately, our chief guest, Honorable State Minister for Industry, was unable to make it due to priorities set by the government, and I'm sure they were important. But in his absence, we would like to invite the Food Beverage Industry Research Development Center as a key government institution that has been quite instrumental in promoting food fortification, in doing the research that makes a case for food fortification in Ethiopia, to say a few words that will lead us into the ceremonial launch that we need to do. And as our distinguished speaker will come up, we'll set up the ceremonial part of it. And because after that, that's one thing holding you between you and lunch, I also want to take this opportunity that behind the scenes, first of all, there are a lot of people that work and that go unnoticed. So I'd really like to thank our team at TechnoServe, my entire Millers for Nutrition team. Some of them have come in from Kenya, our Ethiopia colleagues. If you could please just stand up. I know I have Edward there who does our comms, Jeffrey, who's our program officer in Kenya, Ekem, who's our project lead in Ethiopia, Mefte, I know, thank you, it goes without saying, who support our chief guest, and our audiovisual team, and Abinet, great job setting it up. I just wanted to do that so that these are the people who usually get forgotten at the end of the event. So if we could give a round of applause to them. And our partners as well, thank you once again for making very long trips across the world. I have partners that have come all the way from India, from Australia, from Boston, and within the region. So thank you all. And with that, I would like to call upon Atobekele Mekuria from FBDIRC to lead us off into the ceremonial part of the launch, but also share some wisdom from your side.
Good afternoon, all representatives of partners, industry representatives, owners and leaders of industries, government representatives, and all protocols observed. On behalf of the Food, Beverage and Research Development Center and on my personal behalf, I would like to welcome you all to the official launching of Millers for Nutrition initiative held on today at this hotel. This high-level official launching event is a significant event that will bring together key stakeholders from the government, private sector, industries, development partners, and to drive collective action on food fortification implementation program. The specific objectives of this launching program includes the official inauguration of the Millers for Nutrition Coalition in Ethiopia, address challenges within the milling industry and present cutting-edge solutions, highlight the Millers for Nutrition digital platform and the services, and also to strengthen the collaboration between government and industry leaders for sustainable fortification efforts. This event is crucial to understand the overall nutritious food processing support program in general and flour millers in particular in the country. The coordination among the partners and stakeholders as well as major challenges of the food sector encountered during the course of the implementation period. Multi-sectoral coordination is a pivotal platform to strengthen the successful implementation of food fortification. Thus, our coming together in this very important event is worth to mention here at this very important event. Ladies and gentlemen, the food processing sector in the country is the largest manufacturing sector in the country. It accounts for 39% of the gross value of production in large and medium scale manufacturing industries. The largest sectors include grain milling, sugar, edible oil, beverage, fruit and vegetable processing, malt processing, bakery products, which together cover about 47% of the total GDP of the manufacturing sector. The capacity utilization of the sector on average has reached 66% during last year. The food and beverage export increased from 52 million US dollars to 120 US dollars in last year in Ethiopian calendar, while import substitution reached to 1.7 billion USD in the same year from selected strategic products. The sector creates jobs for many citizens. For example, 63,000 jobs were created by large-scale industries in the last year. The flour milling sector is also the largest among the food and beverage industry sector. Despite the fact, food quality, safety, productivity, inadequate capacity utilization, packaging, and malnutrition are among the sector's biggest challenges faced by the sector. To alleviate such chronic problems, it is important to follow standardized and modern production systems with the latest technologies and install international standards in all our industries, establishments. Ladies and gentlemen, the food and nutrition agenda is not a luxury, but rather human right, equity, and equality for all. Ethiopia has made incredible strides towards reducing all types of malnutrition, including stunting, hidden hunger, or deficiencies in certain micronutrients. It will take a lot of effort to meet the national and international nutritional requirements, commitments, including the goal of ending stunting in children under 2 years by 2030. Cognizant of this, the devastating nutritional problems, the Ministry of Industry and my center are working in collaboration with development partners and multi-stakeholders. We have demonstrated unwavering commitment by overseeing the National Food Fortification Program implementation. As you might know, we have mandatory food fortification standards on wheat flour and edible oil has been approved and is launched under the implementation. One of the food-based strategies that is highly favored to address micronutrient deficiencies is food fortification. It has a number of benefits, including being technically feasible, able to reach the majority of the population, being a solely cost-effective strategy, and not requiring a change in dietary habits. In this connection, the status of food fortification implementation in the country includes many of the flour factories are on the process of installing, calibrating, and producing fortified flour for product testing and calibration, certification. For example, 107 among 340 flour millers have installed dosifiers, and 12 of them have got product certification, and they are starting fortifying their flour. When it comes to the capacity building of the millers, about 312 millers have got sector-wide training, and 89 millers have got practical training. However, a rapid testing method of fortified flour by operators for routine quality assurance or quality control activities remains the biggest challenge. Still, we are waiting for the rapid test, zinc test, which is under development by EPHI. In a similar manner, 38 edible oil processing industries have completed preparations, and some of them have already started fortifying their product with vitamin A and D. 20 of them industries have got their product certification, and they are starting fortifying the oil. The rest of them are on the process of having their product certification. About 35 edible salt processors are iodizing adequately their edible salt with potassium iodide. On top of this, we have also started importing our edible oil and wheat flour, fortified products since last March. So we are really progressing very well. All these efforts are done to secure the security of the supply of nutritious food production and supply and combat malnutrition, which is a chronic problem of the country's development endeavors. The results achieved in fortification are through effective coordination among the stakeholders, partners, and government, where a special mention can be made here to Millers for Nutrition for their very unreserved support for millers. In this opportunity, I take this opportunity to congratulate Millers for Nutrition for this launching event. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I would like to use this opportunity to thank Millers for Nutrition and development partners for undertaking technical landscape assent and conducting unreserved support to the nutritious food processing industries to foster nutritious food processing in Ethiopia. Additionally, I would like to reconfirm you that the Ministry of Industry and the Food and Beverage Industry Research and Development Center holistic support and collaboration will continue with the realization of the production and supply of nutritious food is well ensured and secured in the country. And finally, my appreciation goes to Millers for Nutrition for the continued commitment and support for the food processing industries. I wish you all a successful official launching event, and in this, I would like to declare that the launching program is launched very well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As you all know, Engineer Bekkala has been very, very instrumental in moving fortification agenda forward, and it's an honor for us to have him to launch the event. But with Engineer Bekkala, I will call upon Rizwan to the stage, and Yaqub, please to the stage, and Maftehi. Okay, so this is the official ceremony. You're all assigned to the mesobs. So for those of you who don't know this is mesob, which is a very traditional item that's in most of Ethiopian households, and we usually eat with it, and we also, store our foods in it. So they're assigned, and each one of them, they will open the mesob, and we'll see what is in there, and we will see how it's linked to food fortification agenda. So let's start with Engineer Bekkala. Let's see what's in there. Okay.
I think fortified. Yeah, Katenya. Yeah, Katenya.
So this is, we have Katenya here. Katenya, for those of you who don't know, it's injera, and it's, top of it is usually butter with barbare. But what we did is we actually used oil, which is fortified oil, and then we also mixed the tef ducate or flour with wheat flour, so that we have a little bit of also fortified wheat flour in it. So this is Katenya. Now we can close that. And who wants to go next? You want to go? Okay. Let's see what happens. What do we have here? Okay, this is a common food in Ethiopia. It's kita. It's a flat bread and usually made with any available flour in Ethiopia. We made it with wheat flour, which is a fortified one. So any household which has at least a flour in its house will access micronutrients just by eating kita, and kita is a very common food in Ethiopia. Okay, let's close it. Thank you, Yake. No, let's close it. We have to be closing it. Huh? No, we'll open it again. It should be closed. Zizek. Okay, the next one is shuro. Shuro is injera. So, who doesn't like shuro? We all love shuro. Shuro is one of the most common food in Ethiopia, from small income household to high income. And this is made with fortified vegetable oil and also a mix of fortified wheat flour and tape flour. So let's close it now. Okay, now we have the last one. Let's see. Okay, this is so Rizwan is a lucky guy. He has all the food. So you want to say that?
I was going to say, all these people know what the local dishes are, and I will have no clue. But this I relate to. There is pasta, which is obviously fortified wheat flour, and there is some sauce in it, which we hope that it's fortified oil. This also seems to be another form of pasta.
So you say chat chapsa. Is it?
Chet chapsa.
Chat.
Chat chapsa.
Yeah.
Okay, still getting the throat right. and then there is I don't know, that's ugali. Yes. In Kenya we call it sima. In Tanzania we call it ugali, but it's porridge. Gamfo. That's easy, with a little bit of sauce. So some oil and pepper. Okay, all fortified. We hope.
Yeah.
So with that,
we can say that we can have any.
That's fortified. Yes, and many more. And with that, we. Oh.
Okay. Hit the lead. All right. Yeah. Can we have the music? Okay. Now we are about to officially launch the M4N initiative. So can everyone please get up? Yeah, because we are in the big stage now. We are about to officially launch it. So all the delegates will open it together and we say M4N together. Okay, now let's go. M4N. Okay, now we will have pictures. So we will start with the ones who have been on the stage earlier for the pictures. So please, everyone who have been presenting today or is making a speech, please come to the stage. All the partners, private sector, government, NGOs, all of you, please come to the stage. We'll have a group photo and then we'll keep on. Yeah. No, I think we can just put it here. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. It's in touch. Please be on the stage because we're all stakeholders working for the same cause and we want to celebrate the launch together. We have all the partners. Now everyone who is in the room, who it feels like fortification is your thing, your responsibility, please come. Those of you, please be on the ground, and then we'll have more. Please don't go. Just be here, and then we'll have more people at the back. Please be in the front. Please, everyone, come to the stage. Everyone, all of you have been responsible for fortification. You need to be part of it. ሁላችንምማ ብዙ ስራ ስለሰራን እዚህ ላይ መኖር አለብን። ከኋላ ነን፣ ከኋላ ስቴጁ ላይ ወጡ። አዲስ የመጣ ነው ከኋላ ላይ ነን፣ ከፊት ለፊት ያ Let's speak close to each other. Those of you who are tall, you can be at the back. Yeah, let's be fortified, please, let's be fortified. Okay. I should be here too. Thank you, everyone. Please go for lunch. Media, stay here. Media, እዚህ ቆዩ። ሚዲያዎች 10 ደቂቃ አለን።
Okay, thank you very much. I do have two questions. The first one is, as far as I know, back 2 years ago, government implemented a mandatory regulation for all milk factory to put vitamin in their processed food. So why your project is so important if the companies are obliged to do that? And my second question is, so how many people can benefit from this initiative? Thank you very much.
Yeah, the wheat flour and edible oil fortification standard is approved, as you said, 2 years ago. It's a mandatory standard. It has been launched last August, and it's on the process of implementation. Some of the industries, they have started fortifying the product, the edible oil industries, for example. Many of them. Actually, we have 38 fully refinery edible oil industries. Of these, 20 of them, they have got certifications, so they can continually produce fortified edible oil. When it comes to the wheat flour industries, they are many in number, widely distributed in the country. There are more than 340 industries that are operational, and about 107 industries, they have already installed dosifiers, and some of them, they have got product certifications. So they are going to, they are actually starting the fortification, and the regulatory body, the FDA, is now they are starting regulating, monitoring the fortified production, flour production. So mandatory standards are under implementation. Very soon they will be completed, and our society, our children, our people, they will get fortified wheat flour, fortified edible oil. Of course, they are almost 90% of our population, they are getting iodized salt, so that's a very good one. So the rest of the products, they are going to be in the market very soon.
Yeah, so just to clarify, you said 2 years ago the standards for fortification were developed, but there was a grace period given to industry to comply. They were not made mandatory in per se, where enforcement would start. So in August, the government has announced it that the grace period is essentially going to finish now, and they're going to start making it enforceable. And where Millers for Nutrition comes in is to support that, is we really need to accelerate efforts so that there is industry readiness. But despite that, even when it was not made mandatory, some of the companies, as you've seen, that have championed this and have said, we can do this, we'll start doing it. We don't need to be enforced. But now we hope that with enforcement kicking in, more of the food products get fortified. In terms of how many people benefit, is as many people who consume edible oil, wheat flour, and if that's fortified, it would reach those people. And we have, like, as Ato Bekele mentioned, with salt, everybody consumes salt, and Ethiopia went through the same process with salt, and now you get iodized salt everywhere. So what Millers for Nutrition is trying to do is make sure that the progress is accelerated now. There's enough time for talk, and there's enough time given for this. We really need to move forward quickly. You only need to speak with a mother who has a child with neural tube defects to understand the urgency of this.
Thank you. Yeah, so just a quick summary on what በአማርኛ ያው ልቀላቅለው ነው quick summary በአማርኛ ሚለርስ ፎር ኒውትሪሽን አሁን ዛሬ ላንች ተደረገ ስራውን ከጀመርን ትንሽ ቆይተናል ግን ከመንግስት ጋር አብረን ስለምንሰራ የመንግስትን ኢኒሺየቲቭ ሰፖርት ስለምናደርግ የዛሬ 3 ወር መንግስት ላንች ሲያደርግ እኛም የመንግስትን ድጋፍ የኢንዱስትሪውን ድጋፍ ለማሳየት ላንች አደረግን አሁን ከዚህ በኋላ ኮምፕሊትሊ አቶ በቀለም ሚስተር ሪዝዋንም እንዳሉት የኢንዱስትሪው ሰፖርቱን 100% ለማድገፍ ሬዲ ነን 85% የኢንዱስትሪው ፎርቲፊኬሽን እንዲጀምር ነው እቅዳችን እና በዚህ በሚመጡት 2-3 አመት እሱን ሰክሰስፉል ለማድረግ ነው I think that's clear. We're good.
Thank you so much. Please go and have your lunch. Thank you everyone. እያንዳንዱ ሚዲያ የጻፋችሁትን ሞኒተር እናደርጋለን ያው ጥሩ ነገር ጽፋላችሁ ብለን እናስባለን የሀገራዊ ጉዳይ ስለሆነ ቆንጆ ነገር አስተላልፋችሁ እኛም እሱን ማግኘት ስለምንፈልግ ከነ ሄኖክ ጋር ሊያዘን እያረጋችሁ የጻፋችሁትን የሰራችሁትን ሪከርድ አስቀምጡልናላችሁ እናመሰግናለን